Hello everyone, and welcome to the start of a new league race series I'm doing. And this series is a multi-class series with Group 1 and Group 3 cars, just like WEC and IMSA. And the first round, which I'm showing you today, was quite lonely. So let's get into it. So first off, I'm in the 919 hybrid, and the track is Bathurst. Boring. It's the only non inside WEC track on the calendar. Thank God it was the first round. And this is qualifying. And how this works is we're going to do a quali, then a sprint race, which determines your position on the actual grid. And another stipulation is every week you're switching a manufacturer. So this week we got Porsche, and I say we because it's also a team event. I'm also with a teammate. However, your teammate is in the other class. So I'm in the 919. My teammate is in the what's the Group 3 Porsche? The 911. As I go through first elbow, so this is my qualifying lap. And driving the 919, I knew throughout the race and probably quali, it was all about managing the hybrid. Unlike other hybrids, I think the hypercars hybrid is pretty much undying. The R18 as well never dies out. And what's the other Toyota? The TS050, that hybrid's crap, and the TS020, that hybrid's pretty good. However, this hybrid, you need to really manage it. You need to make sure it's filled up. As we cross the line, 146.9, I knew there was more pace in it. And I know this because in the sprint race, I went even quicker by I think like 8 tenths. As we're like 2 seconds from P2. So as we start the qualifying race, I need to make sure I get a good start. That's all. And then I'm pretty much all good. So we wait here, the lights go out. And we make sure we don't get any wheel spin off the line. And that's it. We're pretty much home free. We've survived turn 1, and look at that gap. On that little flash, there we go. We've already pulled away. And now we should transition to the end because nothing happened. I was about to actually, funny enough, lap the GT3 car, which is really funny. One thing that I realized about this Porsche was that it's actually really slow on a straight. Compared to the hypercar, this thing is maybe 25 k's a deficit in speed, and to the R18 it's about 15, and to the GTR it's I think 20. So this is not the fastest by any stretch, but it is damn good in the corners. Anyways, this is now the race, and once again I'm going to try and employ the same strategy. Get a good start, because this car definitely needs it. I cannot be stuck in traffic. As we start, we get a little bit of wheel spin, but we lift off and we get the hybrid running, and we launch straight into P1. Now the race. It's a 1 hour race with only hards and mediums required. You can use the soft, but you don't have to. And the car behind me has employed that strategy of using soft. And you'll see, I'm already fuel saving immediately. Because my strategy here was kind of do what I did in the MX-5 race a couple videos ago, which was try and fuel save a lot in the first stint, and then for that last stint I could pretty much nearly full hammer it. But it was a little bit problematic because I didn't know if the car was going to make it. So throughout this entire stint, throughout this entire race actually, I'm relying heavily on that hybrid to make up for the power loss from not really using the combustion engine because I'm short shifting it so much. And that's where hybrid management is really important in the 919. The other cars, the hybrid kind of just does it automatically with the R18 and the hypercar because there's just so much energy in it and it doesn't really drain the battery. But in the 919, the hybrid is this car's strongest asset, and the strongest asset runs out really quick. As we go to lap 10, the hypercar behind me has already gone in the pit lane, 37%. But if you look in the bottom left corner, I'm at 50. I can keep going, bro. keep going. So they made their one stop, their first stop actually. And now we're gonna move on to the guys that were kind of close to making a one-stop work. So we're on lap 14, and the car behind me, which is the R18, the 2016 version, goes in. 5% fuel. We've got maybe 5 times that amount, 25%. So we can realistically go for another 5 laps. Maybe not 5, 4. Yeah, 4. And the last one, which was on lap 15, that was able to stretch out their first stint, was Kelly behind me, and they were in the Toyota TS050 on 1%, and we still have 20%. And we can go, the game's telling me we can go 4 laps. I don't trust it. 3 laps max. Maybe. Oh god, my nose. If my voice sounds a bit funny, yeah, I've got a flu. Yeah. And if I blow my nose at some point, that's probably why. And I can't contain myself while recording in one stint. Anyways, lap 18. So 3 laps later, we finally come into the pit lane on our medium tire. And you can see on the right there, the pace has really fallen off. But we're gonna equip it, our hard tire. And throughout that stint using the medium tire, I knew I was going to be somewhat slow. So I was hoping the hybrid and the extra grip would keep my times up, which they kind of did, for the most part. I hope you didn't hear that, me blowing my nose. But as we come out of the pit lane, all the 2-stoppers are now behind us by a really large margin. So once the gap kind of stabilizes here, I think it gets to 13 seconds to Scud, which is the hypercar. As we go through Griffin's Bend. Yeah, 13 seconds, so it's stabilized. But now, on my hard tire stint, I can nearly pretty much push it to full revs plus the hybrid. So, as we transition here to lap 27, you can see the gap on the left. It's nearly a minute, so I've pretty much won this by a landslide. But as I go through the final corner, that purple lap, that was set on the medium tire, remember? This is my plan. As we go through, take the purple by 7/10, I think, just before it faded away. But yeah, that's the power of fuel saving. Again, fuel saving saves races, honestly. It's like one of the best things. And with endurance races, especially since it was 1 hour, you're better off making less stops, always. If you have the opportunity to make less stops, always take it. As we go to lap 33, the final corner, everyone was, the car behind was a minute 16, but they finished the race 1 lap down on lap 32. So I beat the field by the entire lap, technically. So yeah, and that's the end of that. And the points should come up. There's actually 24 of us, not 12, but split between 2 lobbies, and the people you get will change every week. And in 2 weeks' time, you'll see I'm in the Audi R18, but the old version. And that thing is a piece of crap. So, but we can change cars with our teammate. However, I feel guilty on giving my teammate the crap Group 1 and letting me drive my dream car, the R8. But hey, that's a Fortnite problem. That's a problem we will face in Fortnite. Anyways, hopefully that doesn't deter you from watching this series along with me. Me just blitzing the field. I promise you it won't be like that. I promise. I hope. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.